All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to talk about something that was absolutely ridiculous that took place yesterday between the camps of Gervonta Tank Davis, Abdul Wahid, and Devin the Dream Haney, where Bill Haney, the manager, and the guy that runs Devin Haney promotional company, Devin Haney Promotions, has crossed the line once again in a fashion that is just has to make me believe that these guys don't really want this fight with Gervonta Davis. Now, let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where you have a WBA world champion, Gervonta Davis, now named Abdul Wahid, getting disrespected on a whole new level, and that's saying a lot, by Devin Haney's team. And in a fashion where I just have to believe, look, man, these guys they don't have any intention on really trying to make this fight. And it is nothing but just a way to get attention and keep attention on, man, I don't even know if it's keeping attention on Devin Haney or whether it's just keeping attention on Bill Haney. But Bill Haney says something, man, that is it's just absolutely ridiculous. And it's right on the back of him doing the same thing to Leonard Ellerbe. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime supporter of the channel, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And it's been a great year of 2023. The date of this video is 12/31. Just for your reference. So this is going to be one of the last few videos we do of the year. So let me go out of my way to say thank you to Barbara D. Thank you to Maddie Yole. Thank you to Arce Powell. Thank you so much to Mr. Pragmatic. Thank you to John Bowie. Thank you to Mr. Richard Prado. Thank you to all you guys that have supported this channel and allowed me to do this and speak the truth as I see it. So in this video, I'm going to continue in that tradition and tell you exactly what I think about what transpired yesterday, where Bill Haney put out an Instagram post that was just atrocious, is what I think. It's like the best way that's probably the best word to say, classless and atrocious. Gervonta Davis converted to Islam, and he took a new name, similar to the way that Muhammad Ali, when he was a young fighter, right after he won his world championship against Sonny Liston, changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. So Gervonta Davis, and I'm going to refer to him as Gervonta Davis, but say Abdul Wahid after it every time until it's kind of more natural for me to refer to him as that, has changed his name. So Bill Haney, who has said some things and done some things with Gervonta Davis that have been just tacky. I mean, tacky is polite. Puts a picture of a chimpanzee in a cage and calls the chimpanzee Abdul Wahid, and literally puts in the caption, "This little Nigga in a cage." What's wrong with it? What? Like, what level of professionalism is that? Now, this is right on the back of him referring to Leonard Ellerbe as the spook that sat by the door. Man, I listen to YouTube channels talk about self-hate. I listen to YouTube channels talk about self-hate and how you're engaging in self-hate if you do not support a particular fighter. Like, if you think that Terrence Crawford ducked Errol Spence Jr. back in 2022, how you're engaging in self-hate and you really don't love yourself because you think Terrence Crawford ducked Errol Spence, or you are engaging in self-hate and you really don't feel good about yourself as a black man if you don't think that Gary Russell Jr. ducked Devin Haney. Now, if that is self-hate, what is it when you refer to another black person as a chimpanzee in a cage, or the SPOOK that's set by the door? Where does that fit in what you think, what your knee-jerk reaction is to another person of your own ethnicity? Now, I understand that people crack jokes in private, right? I may crack a joke at my kitchen table with my wife and my daughter, my son, my sisters who came over to my house yesterday, and we had, we played some tonk, right? And I just kind of did some, over the top jokes, right? Calling my sisters this and that or whatever. And everybody, we're just kind of joking with each other. That is a far shot from doing it to somebody you do not like and putting it on Instagram for all and everybody on the planet to see. Look, my only thought is that these guys don't really want that fight because they are antagonizing these. It's not like this is a situation where they've already agreed to the fight and they are in a press conference and they're talking back and forth about a fight that has already been agreed to, because I know what people are going to point to. People are going to point to, well, what about Muhammad Ali when Muhammad Ali waved at the gorilla in the Thriller in Manila and said, hey, gorilla? Number one, that was atrocious out of Muhammad Ali. He should have never done it. Number two, though, that was during a fight that was actually being made. Not something where you've already left a weight class. And you've already left the weight class. You're already in negotiations with a fight with at least two other people, because you've got three other people, they claim, Sabril Matias, Sandor Martin, who's a mandatory, and Ryan Garcia. So what good does it do you to be putting that stuff out there about Gervonta? I personally think that is just more. Let's see how we can get people to talk about Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis even more. But if they've not noticed, that technique doesn't really have a lot of depth to it. It may have more depth than other conversations where you have YouTube videos being done, in Twitter, X tweets on X, formerly known as Twitter, right? That rile conversations up. However, seeing as Devin's pay-per-views were around 50,000 pay-per-views, down from what people had said was 100 against Lomachenko, it doesn't seem like that's really breaking a lot of ground for him with that particular tactic. What Devin Haney is going to have to do in order to get where he wants to get, and where he says, and Bill Haney says that he's the face of boxing, it's hard but fair, sad but true. You're going to have to start knocking some people out. You're going to have to start beating up and putting some performances on there in that ring that are going to get people's attention, make them remember that fight and want to see you in the ring for the sake of you. You're not going to motivate an extra 400,000 people to buy your pay-per-views by throwing out things like comparing Gervonta Davis to a chimpanzee in a cage, or putting out mugshots of Gervonta Davis. Just super tacky stuff. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.